My last night maybe at home. We don't know what tomorrow happens. Maybe I get shot. Maybe I get locked in. Maybe I get killed. And this Jesus man in the internet, he said the word that they used against me was Bandsau. Sau means pig, so it means a band pig. So they called me a band pig. Yeah, they wanted to do out of me, but maybe it was even worse. No, in one case it was less worse, and in another case maybe even worse. It was like this. I fall in love with a bass player, not with a band. And I did not even know that he is in a band. He was only in the sky, masturbating, and I saw this in my mind. So I did not know that he's in a band at all. He was not playing bass guitar. There was no music. When I fall in love with this man, and I would have fallen in love whatever he was, I expected the devil. And I said to him one day, do you, instead of only masturbating, can you also talk to me? And I love you, I adore you, can we meet? Oh, really? He then thought he's gaga. He told his band, people and the family from me, and they said he's gaga. They say he's insane. But I was really I said, hey, let's talk, because we are like online. We are like on a telephone, but we can see each other. I'm that person. My name is Karin Christen. I'm from Switzerland. Can we meet in Zug? You can watch that in the on a map. That Switzerland is existing and I'm existing, and it's the year I say that it's now this date. And then they brought him here to save him, because otherwise he had to be his whole life closed in for hospital for insane, because his own family, his own wife, his own family, his own parents thought he was insane. And he must have also been in another dimension. He said to me once, things happen parallel. So it could be that I'm already in my next life in a sheep, and in another next life, I'm already the shark. And in this life, I'm Corinne, and that all happens parallel in the same time, but next each other. Not in another earth, not in another universe, but even that, he said, happens. He was a wise man, and I was so lucky he came to Switzerland. We had 3 months, and in these 3 months, we go to love and talking, and it was so intensive, and I never regret that. It was so intensive that these 3 months, like would have in 3,000 years, not. That's why I'm also ready when they shoot me down, then I was not a band pig. I was only his pig. Miss Piggy for him. Yeah, we have been happily pigs. I said also to my husband, if you have only one woman in your whole life, you suffer a lot. Your cow man, the money, has it better than you. So I can live with that, but then we had all the time no money. And that's why, Jesus, you must know, you can smile about me and you can make your jokes. I also did. I also thought once, maybe he was gay, and I also said the truth, you stole maybe the men's from the women's. You just walked around, made them hot, and the men's all gay men ran behind you, behind your ass, and left back woman with children. I also told you the truth, that I kind of hate you. I don't know how you look, but I kind of studied you, and I came to the conclusion we are maybe enemies, deadly enemies. But I'm still talking to God and Jesus, because what people did make out of your dead, what people did make that church now, that what we have now, our church, our pope, our hope, the places for nuns and priests and all that, what people did make with this religion was immense, on the whole earth. And like Christmas, I think that a lot of children would have died from being hungry and freezing to death in the winter without Christmas. I think Christmas saved many lives. Many grandmother made socks for their grandchildren. Many people, even if they just make a show, even if they just pretend to be a better human on Christmas time, and then they are bad again, it saved life. It saved so many lives. So actually, it can, if I'm alive and if I have a good life, I can live with that Jesus and God hates me. If, how do I say this? No, I'm not, it's not likely to give you an asshole, but I saw once he's a big asshole. He has been a big asshole. Maybe I'm right, but maybe not. He can prove me that he's not an asshole. But it doesn't really matter because he's not yet the king of the church. That's still the Pope. And people give their best for this church. I know nuns killed the babies, but they try to stay without sex and they try to give the best. And I'm for this, that that's why I'm for this, that because people are not perfect, I'm for this, that's why if a nun falls in love with a priest, they should be allowed to run away, direct say. They should be allowed to go out of that church and say, I'm now in love. I'll do, when they get a baby, they should be allowed to get married and run away out of the church. There have been examples like this. So I'm not also with everything is the best in the church. Nothing in this earth is perfect. No human, no church, no company, no family. There is no perfect in this earth. There is no. Some animals are, swans maybe are very perfect. That we humans not yet. So, and what was worse than being a band pig? A band pig is for me a person that fucks them all. And what happens then if only one person of a band has a sexual disease and they fuck without condom, then all have the same disease. That's hard. That's hard. And I don't think that if they have, in the worst case, AIDS, they will die. Just like that, In the best case, they protect themselves with condoms. And today we have bands and we have singers which are living like nuns. We have singers and stars who get locked in. You get to protect the people from them and them from the people. And now I see why. And it's okay to talk about this, so also the young people understand. And there are also other pigs. They're not only band pigs. They're also maybe disco pigs, bar pigs, football pigs. Or another place where are a lot of people coming together, there are pigs. Let's say that way, yeah. Flushing pigs, 1st July pigs, or what does this? Because humans don't like to be alone. But I know today a lot of humans, they are now aware of this. And a lot of humans, they have been made so much advertising in the TV for condoms. And that awareness helped. When then a lot of people died from AIDS, also stars, a lot of stars. Like most important was We are the champion, this one, I don't know the name, but this one died from AIDS, and then a lot of people got aware of the problems, and they really realized, oh, it's not only for God, it's for ourselves, that we are not pigs, that we don't get pigs, that we live a good life, that we live a life which protects our own life, our own body. That it is okay to be selfish and protect ourselves, but today we are in another time, and we are in a time where evil people make babies just to fuck them babies without condom, because they cannot protect themselves. Because then after that we are the champion, this band leader, or this singer died, and those others, the adult people got aware of these problems. They started to protect themselves. As I said, you can go to disco, football club, you can go all over and have a good time and go to work, and also women can go to work, and they just were good people. They didn't walk around. There were no pigs. I just loved pink. I also loved pigs when I was a child anyway. But then people who really, men or also women, who really needed, there are ugly men and ugly women in this world, and they get hot, they burn inside. They see in the TV that beautiful people, they see all over the world, we see only beautiful people. They start burning. And then when all the adults, women, they got self-aware and they protected themselves. And then there have been men, they needed really sex without condoms or fucking years or something else. And then they started to take children. And normally a good family is holding together and protecting their children, like the elephants, like the animals. Like the elephants, they protect their young elephants. They protect them. And that is normal. They send man elephant away to protect their children. And I'm also a mother like this. There are good mothers on earth. They protect their children. And there have been maybe also bands and also other people who have money and who are working against families, against protection, because they want victims. They need victims. They need unprotected sex with children to stay young, to stay healthy. They are, it's just maybe, I don't know, evil. That's not, maybe not coming from God. And if that's coming from God, then God is also evil. That's what I think, by the way. I think God and the devil could be the same person. I don't know. I don't know really. There are people like William Fowler, he said he's the devil, but he did also maybe good things. I can say that I'm not sure, but I think William Fowler once helped me and brought me as a child to the dentist, and I did not know that he's in a band. Again, Jesus, you were wrong. I did not know who he is, and the band came later. I just prayed to God, because I had so much teeth ache, that someone is coming to help me. There came 4 angels, and he came, maybe, I thought even he's an ugly woman, he just came, captured me, went out of that flat, saved me from my mom, brought me to a dentist, and he paid the dentist. And I did not even know ABBA at that time. The only band I knew in that age was ABBA, and all my children were ABBA fans, but I was listening to Winnetou, and I was only listening to operetten, opera, like the Phantom of the Opera, Opern. I was only listening that music, because my parents had that platten, that discs at home, and I was listening that music. I hated ABBA, I hated groups, and I was still virgin. And No, he did not fuck me, he could not have me. Maybe he tried that once to get his thanks for what he did, and he didn't get that thank. He get thank you, but no more from me. He let me then be a virgin. But also, so again, no, I was not a band pig, I was not a band child. And my mom said she was virgin when she married my husband, but later on, she knew they were poor, they were poor, as I said. What is later happening, I don't know. I was not there. I for many years believed she was a virgin and chosen for my daddy to marry her, and that made me happy, okay? So I want to believe this. I want to believe the good thing. And no one should tell my mom is a band pig. If they tell that me, that's something else. I myself, I love to get dressed in and go in the other persons, like a role game. I also played Miss Piggy once, and I said myself, I'm Miss Piggy. I played that, like I play Princess, like I play Evil. I didn't like to play. Miss Piggy is also a little bit not evil, but yeah, for really believers in God and nuns, maybe she's evil. I don't know. I also played the witch. I also played Dracula, not yet, but insane people. I played a lot of roles already, and also Miss Piggy. But let me tell this. The worst thing was I really loved this band play bass guitarist. I wanted to marry him. I would have gone to Mexico with him. He was from Mexico. But he was only allowed at that time to be 3 months in Switzerland, not a day longer. And that was a problem. And we both have been dumped from made from love somehow, and he from the drugs and things. And then we had to let go. We had to let go and say goodbye. Yeah, and I did. He said I should try to be with the band still together, but I could not. And they also hated me, and I did also hate them. And no, we did not even become friends really. They just told me out so long as they had, because I like copied him to my flat. He lived here these 3 months, but he had to make they had to make probe, and they had to make music, and I had to bring him there and drive around, and for God's sake I had a car, so I was his chauffeur. But the problem was that no, not enough money. I spent money. I bought him Verstärker to make a bass, to make the sound loud. I was buying this stream, and this was 980 francs or something. And I bought him for him then the flight home to Mexico. I also paid that. And then I was under the limit. We had no more food. We could no more pay the bills. That for a long time, because 2,000 francs was for me debts. It was hard. And then I got chances, like a chance to dance in Lucerne in a bar. Like not striptease dancer, but yeah, it's not naked. It was like a Madonna would have on her stage. Like they are not striptease. It is in a cage. I had to dance in a cage. Yeah, it was just on the whole entertainment, just entertainment, not naked job, no. And things like that. And then I was also make the striptease job come out of a cake for that man who get married, and singing. There have been men, they wanted me private to play Marilyn Monroe, and they were in the bass tube, and I would sing Marilyn Monroe songs. That only happens once, and only private. And things like that. I fulfilled their dreams if I could. And from this we lived. From this we overlived. My husband still paid, but from this we overlived. And then I didn't fuck with nobody, only with that one man I love. But when for having good sex, I need to love this person. I don't know why. The difference is if you're hungry, you eat. But it's a big difference if you eat something you like or if you have to eat shit. I mean, with shit, I mean, everyone has something which he or she does not like, and no one would like to eat shit. You see, no one. And yeah, it's a little bit the difference is like that. When you love, then it's dessert. When you have butterflies, it's dessert. And when you really hate people and when you are in love and you must have sex with other men, that is also shit. That is hurting. That is not good. But I had to take Stellung. I just had to say that to this online Jesus there. Maybe he's the real one. Who knows? Maybe the real one is also here down on earth. We don't know. We don't know. But it's. I also gave him heart, like I said, so he's also allowed to talk over me. I would say let's better fighting with words than nothing. Maybe it helps both sides. So, yeah. Then soon I found another man who was then my boyfriend for 6 years. 6 years. It's a long time. And after that, because he also watched to my young daughter who was only 14, and then I had enough for men till here. Could no more see them. And then I got maybe lesbian. Then in my dreams I loved a Dolly Buster, a Madonna. They were just idols. I didn't love them. I just wanted to be like them. And it has also to do with my profession. You know, you compare when you are a dancer in bars and discos and so, you compare with better ones. So you look shows from Madonna, Britney Spears and them, you look at the better ones and you want to become them. I don't know if that is really love. It is comparing yourself with them. And then I also made hunger course. I didn't eat. My girl I sent to a school kitchen and paid for that, and she got food and I didn't eat. I didn't eat long time, like nothing, just a yogurt a day. Maybe that was not healthy. No, that was not, but I wanted to be slim, so slim that I had no more hair fat. And I reached that target for once. But then when I looked so good, and I still there in that time I made spagat and danced every day. I made like ballerinas. I really 2 or 3 hours. I went jogging. I went running every day, nearly every day. Also winter, summer. I went swimming. I did sports. I was working out with weights also, like I don't know the name. Yeah, with weights, like boxes or so to get enough strength. But then happened something when I danced. I got very sick. I had to vomit, and it was heavier than I thought. I was moving in the dance move, throwing my head back like my dog does sometimes to impress me or like to show me you did that. I don't know, she got not hurt, but I got very much hurt. And then I could really no more turn. As soon as I would make one turn, I had to vomit. I got ill. And then I had to stop dance. Only swimming will go. So a lot of problems. And then I started working. No more dancing, no more. No music, also not at all at that time. I was not good enough in singing, and I didn't play one instrument, no instrument. So I started working. Then I got jobs. When I go to the RAF, they said I shall make, if I don't get a 100% job, I shall make little jobs, such as making advertising for things, collecting money for maybe WWF or so, or for little jobs, 2 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours on weddings, serving food, things like that. And I did that till I then got the job for 2 years, and then another one. And then I also was postbote, bringing the mail to the people's mailbox. I was also doing this, and then I had that accident with bees. Suddenly bees were following me and all sting me on the head. That was my war with God. From then on, I didn't believe in God or hated him. I believed in him, but hated him. I said, why you do this? This is not only helping, not helping. This is war against me. This is direct. This is killing. This is killing me. So I have to talk with him. With this internet Jesus, we have still to talk. He says you get something, but I think he only wants to kill me even more. He wants to help my family. He thinks I'm a band pig. And even worse. So if I say he was maybe gay, no one knows if he was gay or not. The believers say he had no sex at all. But if he's a man, I wonder, I think this body in this earth from a man is constructed like this, that his eggs producing semen. And that semen that gets produced must come out somewhere, somehow. If not, he was ill. Or a woman. Who knows? So I just take me the right to think, to stay normal in my head and think over things. I still believe it because I want. It's a decision. It's like a decision. I don't know why. It's a decision to believe or not, because without hope, without believing, we are lost. It helped me in the childhood. As I said, praying, you are all telepathic, all the people hear this, and if you're dying, it's better you pray. Maybe someone who is near, God connects you, like with this person, can help. I experienced also help in my life. As I said, as a child, someone came and brought me to the dentist. Without praying, I would have died or killed myself from pain. That was so awful, because they tortured me. They made me not only a hole, they made me a needle. They stick a needle in that hole, in that teeth. They torture me. Someone had tortured me, like my mom had burned my hair. And I was an unguilty child. Sorry, I was virgin. I didn't steal. I didn't smoke. I didn't take drugs. I was not a prostitute. No, I was just a really brave, normally fine, good girl. And you know what? I make now my last unboxing. That's what I wanted. I talk now a lot of things. But I'm still open for good things. He says good prayers, so I would like. He said you should talk what you are waiting for. Yes, I would like to become a better singer and better also learn a harfe, learn instruments, not only the flute, but also the flute. I need to practice more time. I need to practice instruments, piano, flute, harfe, everything. And if my daughter she also asked for learning piano, so that that would be the highest. My daughter and me on stage, I singing and she playing the piano or the opposite, and that we are good enough for that. the Queen can tell you are a real band. Maybe I will upload then the music in Spotify and get money. From that moment on, when we get money for making music, we are then a real band, and we are then not a band sau, because my daughter and me have no sex. However, we are just two singers or two musicians. To Jesus, we are no pigs. We are humans. And I really, that when he said that in that the next band sound comes to you, this sound for me like he's, singing to make war, because he said your neighbor, but I have no neighbor. The flat of my neighbor is empty, so I have no neighbor. I'm so glad, because if my neighbor would be here next to me and listen when I listen this Jesus sing here, and this Jesus say the next band sound goes to the neighbor by leave it, maybe he sings then, aha, she's a band sound, aha, I'm allowed to kill her. You can take that in every way. The next benzo comes to you. The next benzo, believe it, you. It's like he says, you have the right to kill the next benzo. The man pig is humans, we are talking from humans. And we had holy wars. And maybe holy wars were really, the start comes somewhere. Someone puts war. Someone makes that are words. They do that with words or money. They give words, they give money. That's how they start wars. And that's why I'm a little bit against this Jesus in the internet. That could be taken very wrong. I just say that to you, Jesus, also, that maybe he's not about himself, but I tell him now. I'm the other side, and I can tell you, if you say the next Benzow is coming to you, or shall I get this? Then money comes. And he means that man who I loved for 3 months was here. Yes, maybe he was a pig, because when they sing on the street, they have not always money for a hotel and to wash themselves and everything, and they get animals like lice, sticks, everything. But it's not their fault. In the beginning, when you are not yet so good, in the beginning, you need to practice the music until you become a very good musician. And he was at the end a very good musician in a very good band. But that comes not from nothing, and that comes from practicing every day. And then I was also allowed to be with the band in the Hotel Gucci. They played there, and I was then dancing the Pink Panther for them, not the Pink Pig, huh? Jesus, there was the Pink Panther dancing. And then they spent all that money what they earned to eat just for food. They didn't get more, they get 700 or something. And then they, for a long time, starving and not eating and only drinking a beer a day or a sandwich with stonefish. They just, one day, it was the end of this season, then we all eat. And then the 700 were gone for the whole band. They were gone, already gone. And that's how bands live. Not really better than Jesus did. They were also like a band. That's why I talked to Jesus. He just prayed, talked over God. They did not make music. And once when I want to be very evil, when he said me now band picker, then I can also be evil to him. Maybe he's jealous that he didn't play not even the flute. I at least played the flute. One instrument, not a single instrument this Jesus played. You can come back to earth and play music, Jesus, if you want. This Goddess Medina made good music, Even if he was a pig, he made really good music. And he played also in big bands like Crocus or in metal bands. He played, I don't know, really good, really good, really good. Good music, not like me. He was then with the best, like that. We are the champions in this league, he was. in very high league. He also was once very rich. He was once, but then he started taking drugs and lost all. He lost all. He blamed himself. He said he was not strong enough to not deal with drugs. But when he was with me, no drugs. I said, in my house, my rule. Beer, yes. Smoking, yes. Drugs, no. I didn't allow, not even hashish. In my flat, no drugs. Somewhere else, a neighbor once did then smoke. And because I also smoked, and I was no more in that position to really say. Then I said, okay, you smoke, I smoke. I don't want to know what you smoke. I just smoke cigarettes. No, it was, I said, no hash, no drugs. Alcohol and cigarettes, that I offered also then. But no drugs, because also drugs destroy lives. Drugs destroy life, and I want to be healthy, and for to being healthy we need money, and we need good food, and drugs destroy all that. So I'm really deep inside, from my deep inside, against drugs. And now we make the unboxing, my last unboxing. Put that here. I make a green screen. Why? They make a green screen now. Hey, this never happens before. Why is that happening? Anyway, my handy makes what it wants, huh? Now I'm before a green screen. Yeah, and he says he helping me. I think he wants to kill me and help the neighbors. But I care nothing for it. So then it's murder on me. If this Jesus wants only to help my neighbors and by killing me, then was murder on me. Then this Jesus in the internet is a murderer and evil. And other women can then protect themselves. Then they can react, because then they shall no more allow this in the internet, because breeding war should not be allowed in the internet, my meaning. Also not from religious people. Oh, that's cool. That's a little box, just a little box. It's looking like a book, but it's nothing hidden. It's just, you can put some jewelry in. Very nice, very beautiful. I love it. Nothing big. Every child could afford this. No reason to be jealous. Men spend more money, even if they have only a bicycle, they spend more money. And this and that and this and that. No need to be jealous. Really not. And here, so to make saving, just garden. I'm also not rich. I don't say I'm rich. So my unboxing is affordable also for very poor people. Even in Africa, they have garden and boxes. You don't know what it's already. Well, that's something. Ooh, this is nice. Yeah, this is for spring. I should not yet really. No, I can show it. Maybe I will never wear it, so my daughter will wear it. This is nice. This is nice. This is for spring, not yet. No, I used to have pink coats, but then I could not afford them anymore. Then I had brown. Ooh. Wee, this is cute. This is super. It's a coat for the spring. And I have to lose some weight, and with nice boots, it will look beautiful. It will look beautiful, like for a film. Not a fairy tale film. This is more for like that funny James Bond film, that modern funny James Bond film. How did he say, my Mushu? How did they make it funny? You know, a funny film, funny. And they for Apple and James Bond, but it's so cute. My Mushu. How are they called? What was the name? I don't know. This is good. It's cool. This is really good. If I overlive that tomorrow, then I will be very sexy in another way. You must be skinny, very skinny for wearing this coat. Really, really good. You must have high boots, pink boots. Tiggies is called that very skinny pizza. So I'm not allowed to eat a lot. Here we have some decoration. You could put that on the Christmas tree, or it's more for spring. Oh, but it's not so beautiful as I thought. It's a little bit. Anyway, it is good. It's a decoration for the spring in my balcony. I cannot afford the real flowers, you know. I cannot afford real roses anymore because they don't live long here. They don't live long. They always go kaput. So we have here some not real roses, which I can use as decoration. And here is for the Christmas tree to make lightening for the next year. This is for next year, no more for this year. Lightening. Yeah, I will see if that works. I sometimes do this, you know, order before the season, order after the season, order when it's cheap. Here more yarns to make beautiful dresses, fashion dresses or others. Yarn is very expensive in Switzerland, very expensive. One of these row costs already 5 or 8 francs, and here I could just order it cheaper than in Switzerland. If I order this from the Chinese, from Temu, it's cheaper than in Switzerland. Not everything is so cheaper in the internet. Some things are cheaper from us in the Denmark or somewhere. I really hope here I get everything I really order. So I have not white. I should also order white yarn, and I must also order white cut I think to make the wedding dresses, you know. I have now ordered only pink. Pink is my color, yeah, I know, but I only now also white, and I stupid girl didn't. What is this exactly? I don't know. I'm not sure about what is this. I even don't know. What did I order? Maybe for making the closet. I have a broken closet. Let that look repaired. And it's cheating. It's just putting this on. Now I think we've done it all. It's not so. No crown, no jewelry. But this coat here, that is already good. Yeah. That was it from tonight. Now I have to make biscuits. And then I have to do some other things and work all night. And tomorrow, be prepared to go there to get what no one wants. A Beistand. To get from the government help to spend my money, how to spend my money. Then I will maybe they say you're not allowed to order things from there, and they take you the money, only steal the money. I hope not. I hope they are really good people and help, so I can earn more money and go on tour and sing on stages. Then it would be help. Or just steal money, you will hear it from me. If they just kill me, you will also hear it. if you don't hear anything from now on tomorrow, then they kill me or lock me in, and then it was evil. Then it was killing me. Then it's raping and murder. Then there are thieves. They're taking the flat from my whole family. Then my family needs help. And then my children, that's for my children. This is the sign for I need really help. And when I get killed tomorrow or get locked in and not coming out, then my children must do exactly this sign here. We need really help now. Then they need really also help. Because when they lock me in, then can go then behind my children too. Because we didn't steal. My husband is a farmer. He works every day very hard. I did also always work. We live very rare with less money. And when they would lock me in tomorrow direct, which is not allowed really, it's just, that would be, and they have nothing against me. The police is allowed to take you in jail, put you in jail, and they think you have done something wrong, but they must think you have done something wrong. When you don't have done something wrong, they are not allowed to put you just in jail direct. They did already do that with me this summer. They did that. But they had to let me go. And if they don't give me a lawyer, that's not allowed. Because so if they want to take me to jail, or they say she did this and this, then I have the right to take a lawyer. I have also the right to say nothing, which would be against my family, not against myself. I have not to blame myself, not my family. And I had the right to say nothing and to get a lawyer. And that they never gave me. They just kind of are behind my money. But still, I have to go there and talk to them. And if some lawyers in Earth want to help me, it can now come good out or bad out. And my daughter had that. It came out good. But if it's not coming out good, and then now not. But if then I really do this sign, then it means really help me, like kill me. Then I mean really, please help me. So I say now good night. Have a good night, you all. And thanks for watching. Hi, Granny. Ja, hi. Schere, ja. Ich habe es aufgerissen, gell? Genau. Ich reiß das immer auf, es ist Plastik. Ja, könnt ihr nächstes Mal eine Schere brauchen. Gute Nacht, alle schlaft gut. Tschüss. Danke nochmals, danke fürs Schauen. Es nützt mich im Internet, das nützt doch, dass Leute weinen dürfen und dass sie ihre Sachen sagen dürfen. Es schaut manchmal niemand zu, manchmal schaut jemand zu. Irgendwie nützt das Internet doch, dass wir uns hier treffen können. Tschüss. Schaut, dass das Internet ein guter Platz bleibt. Darum sage ich, wenn wirklich Leute Hassreden machen oder wirklich, ich meine, so wie ich, Kritik muss erlaubt sein. Gesunde Kritik muss erlaubt sein. Es dürften auch Leute an mir Kritik üben. Aber es gibt doch einen Unterschied zwischen Hassreden und Kritik. Gesunde Kritik ist gut. Zum Beispiel darf man sagen, nimm mal ein bisschen ab, du hast hier ein bisschen viel an den Oberarmen, oder sie dürfen mir auch einen Tipp geben, geh mal ins Gym oder solche Sachen, oder ist nicht so viel Süßes. Einfach gesunde Kritik, so wie es auch Geschwister geben, Eltern geben, Familie, ist alles erlaubt. Auch mal zu sagen, ja, die Perücke steht dir jetzt nicht so, oder das Kleid ist zu eng, oder du siehst aus wie in einer Pressburg. Solche Sachen, finde ich, ist Kritik, gesunde Kritik. Aber wir haben im Internet gefährliche Sachen. Es ist auch nicht so gut, wenn man zu viel die Geschichte immer wieder auffrischt, so die Hexenverbrennung und wie gefoltert wurde und das. Und es gibt doch hier einen Mann, der sehr gerne erzählen will, einem lernen will, wie foltert, brauche ich nicht zu wissen, will ich gar nicht wissen. Und das habe ich einfach alles blockiert. Ich möchte hier einfach einen Ort haben, der Ruhe und Frieden hat, der mir Ruhe, mich beruhigt und befriedet, so dass ich eigentlich mal Feierabend genießen kann. Und bis jetzt hat das auch gut geklappt. Ich habe das so gemacht. Und wenn diese Jesus dort solche Wörter weiter braucht, dann werde ich das nicht mehr hören, auch blockieren, weil es schadet meine Seele. Und welche Wörter in meinem Haus gesprochen werden, will ich bestimmen. Ich habe mir Fluchen wirklich abgewöhnt, ich fluche nicht. Und ich dulde auch keine Fernsehsendungen, wo es schlimm zu und her geht. Das muss man einfach beobachten. Ich bete trotzdem, weil ich an den Schöpfer dieses Universums glaube. Und man sieht im Tierreich, es gibt gute Tiere, friedliche Tiere wie Schwäne, Hunde sind super Tiere auch und so weiter und so weiter. Ich will einfach für mich das Gute anziehen. Geld, Wohlstand, Job. Nicht, dass es einfach einem geschenkt wird, weil das macht nicht glücklich, sondern dass du Arbeit findest, die du machen kannst, was dir entspricht und damit genug Geld verdienst, um die Wohnung zahlen zu können, den Doktor zahlen zu können, Essen dir erlauben zu können, auch Ferien, auch Wohlstand, auch genießen. Für die Seele braucht es nämlich das auch. Dass man auch nicht so eifersüchtig wird auf Nachbarn und alle anderen, sondern dass man einfach sagen kann, ich habe genug. Nicht immer dem Geld hinterher nachrennen muss und Mangel macht krank. Also wir hatten Mangel, mehr als 20 Jahre, ich hatte immer Mangel hier, immer zu wenig zu essen, zu wenig Geld, zu wenig für Ferien, zu wenig für Kleider, zu wenig. Jetzt habe ich mehr, weil ich nicht mehr Auto fahre, aber eben auch nicht viel. Weil mein Mann dann schon wieder, das hat schon wieder, also andere Sachen sind schon wieder teurer geworden. Das, was ich jetzt nicht mehr Auto fahre, geht eigentlich schon fast drauf für die Hausverwaltung, die teurer geworden ist. Das haben sie mir schon wieder gestohlen und so geht es die ganze Zeit. Die Sachen werden ja wieder teurer und dann bekommen die Leute immer noch weniger und noch weniger. Und dem sollte man weltweit entgegenwirken, dass Menschen nicht immer weniger und weniger kriegen, sondern Menschen, die arbeiten, sollten genug kriegen und halt die halt nicht arbeiten können, auch. Ja, so wie Hartz IV und in der Schweiz Sozialamt braucht es meiner Meinung nach schon. Also sonst haben wir Kriege und Gewalt und Hass, nur noch mehr. Gut, tschüss. Jetzt muss ich wirklich gehen. Kekse backen. An Weihnachten alle Kekse gegessen, alles für meinen Mann morgen, wenn der kommt. Und für die Leute da gebe ich auch etwas ab. Kekse backen mit Schokoladenüberzug. Tschüss. Schlaft schön. Wenn ihr nicht schlafen könnt, macht was Schönes. Kekse backen ist nie falsch. Tschüss.